What advice would I give to somebody who wants to start learning web development right now, today? When I first started web development, I went onto W3 Schools and I went through their HTML, CSS and some of their JavaScript tutorials, and then I kind of got sidetracked and spent 4 years doing Flash, but that's another story. A lot of people who don't like W3 Schools and they knock it quite a lot, but it's for me, I don't see a problem with it. The next thing I would do, I recommend, is you go onto freecodecamp.com or whatever it is. It's an absolutely fantastic free resource with a lot of industry experts that are good at teaching. The next thing I would do after reading some articles on freecodecamp.com is to get a GitHub account and pick a name that you're going to stick with for a long time, because I think GitHub only lets you change your name a few times. But pick something catchy, kind of small. I picked my GitHub username 2010 or something, at Quantum Information, which I've never actually done any quantum information yet, but I got it early and I just kept it because I liked it. Next thing I would do is I would try and find other people that you're learning programming with, so you can kind of be on a journey. Don't just be like a lone ranger like I almost was. You can also find an open source project to get involved with. So after about 6 months of me learning web development, I got involved with a website for the University of Wellington, and it was a neuroscience database experiments project. Eventually I just stopped it because I wasn't getting any funding for it, and I had a job back then. Also, what I recommend you do is you try and find somebody else that you can train along with you. Maybe so after you've had about a month of learning, try and find a friend or someone that you want to kind of help them to understand how to make websites, because that helps you sometimes know exactly how well you know something. And then start to get involved. Maybe find somebody who wants a website and do a website for free, get a couple of them under your belt, then create a portfolio website, put some of your websites you've done there, and then you're on a good process to getting a job. One thing I will say about JavaScript is you really want to get the principles of JavaScript down really well. I wouldn't start looking at frameworks until probably 2 or 3 months into your learning process, because a lot of the frameworks will pass and go, and the knowledge you learn for those frameworks will be useless for the other frameworks. But core JavaScript vanilla JS knowledge will always last the test of time. And a lot of my open source projects that I do, I don't even use a framework because I know that the framework eventually will move on. But any code you write in quality vanilla JavaScript will always be around and won't need updated. If you really want to progress fast in your web development learning, then you can always get a mentor. Try and find somebody who will coach you. I myself have my own students and mentees, and I'm actually going to form something probably called Nico's Inner Circle, where I have a bunch of people that are on a subscription basis, and I'm coaching them on their careers and helping them, advising them on all aspects of the business, and how they should look on LinkedIn, how to grow their specialities, how to do contracting. That's the kind of things that I'm offering. So that's just some of my tips on how you can get started in this area. Any questions or comments, please leave it below, and please leave a like and do subscribe for new content. Thanks for watching.